सांख्यस्मृत्यास्ति संकोचः
सांख्यस्मृत्यास्ति संकोचः
न वा वेदसमन्वये धर्मे वेदः सावकाशः
धर्मे वेदः सावकाशः
संकोचो नवकाशया प्रत्यक्षश्रुतिमूलाभिः मन्वादिस्मृतिभिः स्मृतिः अमूला कापिलीबाध्या न संकोचो न याततः
See, the gist of Purapaksha argument is like this. If the Vedanta Samanvaya is accepted as established in the first chapter, what is Vedanta Samanvaya? All Upanishads speak of one Nirguna Brahma as the Jagatkara. If that is accepted, Sankhya Smriti etc. will be useless. They will be useless. They will not have any scope. They will not have any room for them. Then, what about Vedas? No problem. Vedas should be confined only to Dharma Shastra. Not for Brahma, not for Jagat Karma. Why? Because if you say, that means because see, Vedas also useful, Sankhya Smriti also are useful. You can't throw out Sankhya Smriti. Do you know why? Well written, Kapila Maha. Great Kapila has written. You can't throw away works of like such great sages, etc. So we don't say Veda is useless, we don't say they are useless, they are useful, but not in the Jagat Karana Brahma. In which case, Dharma, etc., they are useful, Anushtana, etc., they are useful. Therefore, what you do Sankocha. You confine the limits of Vedas to Dharma and leave Brahma for Sankhya Smriti. Why don't you do that way? You do for Sankhya Smriti, but sir, Sankhya Smriti speaks only of Jagat Karana. There is no room for Dharma, Adharma, it is not the subject matter. So therefore, so that Sankhya Smriti should not be useless, at the same time Veda also should not be useless. Let us have a compromise. So let us have a compromise. You confine the purview, the scope of function of Veda only for what? Dharma, Anushtana, etc., Varnashrama Dharma, etc. But don't speak of Jagat Karana Brahma. किसका काम आएगा? नो विरोध. तुम्हारा भी काम हो गया, हमारा भी काम हो गया. Both are useful. No, but nothing should be discarded as such. This is the argument. Now, if he is asked, sir, how this Purapaksha comes? First chapter, so thoroughly we have established Brahma as the Jagat Karana. How come this Purapaksha comes? Sir, what you say is correct. But what you have established is for highly intelligent people. Average people, they take the help of someone, like nowadays go to tuition classes and read guidebooks and textbooks you throw in the dustbin as I don't know whether students know that such and such textbooks are there. That is a great thing, yes, sir. It's a matter of research. So that is there. So they don't go with the originals. They find out some handbooks, etc. And Kapila being a great Muni, it becomes handy for them, etc. They don't have Shraddha in people like us. So they get carried away by great master of life, Kapila. So that it should not be wrong. It should not be wrong. So therefore, what you do, you confine the scope of Vedanta only to dharma, anusthana, do this, do that, etc. Varnashrama dharma, etc. But keep for heaven's sake that Jagat Karanaya for whom? Sankhya, Smriti, and not for Vedanta. That means what? Sankhya Smriti also will be valid. It will not have any contradiction with Vedanta. What is the argument? This is the argument. Actually, when it seems to be very funny as such. But there are people who think like that. There are people who think like that. Let us see now. Anvaya, Vayasika. Veda samanvaye Sankhya smritya sankochaha asti nava. Veda samanvaye Sankhya smritya sankochaha asti nava. Vedaha dharme savakasha. Vedaha dharme savakasha. Anavakashaya sankochaha. Don't take sankocha means shyness, etc. We'll see that. A hesitating person. Oh, khao. Yes, hello, wants to eat. He wants to eat, but he wants shy off eating. Not so. संकोच नहीं करना, संकोच करना है. यथेष्टम. जितना चाहिए उतना खाओ, संकोच नहीं करना. Not that संकोच. We'll come to that. संकोच, अनवकाशया संकोचः. प्रत्यक्ष श्रुति मूलाभि मन्वादि स्मृति अमूला कापिली स्मृति बाध्या. प्रत्यक्षादि मूलाभि मन्वादि स्मृति अमूला कापिली स्मृति बाध्या. ततः अनया संकोचः न. अनया संकोचः न. वेद समन्वये. वेद समन्वय here especially Vedanta Samanvaya or Tatparya Nirnaya of entire Vedas. Tatparya Nirnaya of entire Vedas is nothing but Vedanta Nirnaya only. But Dharma Shastra is scattered to general. Vedanta Samanvaya Sankhya Smritya. By Sankhya Shastra, Sankhya Smriti Sankochaha Asti Nava. Sankocha means restriction, confinement. Actually, Ramkochakan means contraction, diminution, restriction or confining means limiting it to only few things. And here what is that limiting it to? Dharma. Limiting it to Dharma. Means Veda Samanvaya is not in Brahma but in Dharma. That's why what you do. What Vedanta says, Vedas speak of both Jnana Kanda, Karma Kanda. Sankhya says that Jnana Kanda बाजू में रख दो, हमारे लिए देना, हमारे for whom? Sankhya. Karma Kanda, yes. So therefore both will be useful. So Veda Samanvaya Sankhya Smritya Sankochaha Asti Nava. This is the Samshaya. Doubt is, he says, Veda Dharme Savakasha. Savakasha means useful. Veda is useful in the subject matter of what? dharma, anushtana, varnashrama, dharma, etc. Savakasha. Therefore, anavakashaya sankochaha. Anavakashaya. See, if you say Jagat Karana is Brahma, Sankhya Smriti will be jobless. Anavakasha means no scope. Sankhya Smriti will not have any usefulness. Why? Because it contradicts with Brahma as the Jagat Karana. What is the Jagat Karana? Jada Pradhana, opposed to Chaitanya Swarupa Brahma. So it opposes. So therefore I say, because Anavakashaya. Anavakasha means Sankhya Smritya Vedasya Sankochaha Kartavya. So that means, so that is by Sankhya Smriti which gets the defect of becoming useless. If you accept Vedanta Samanvaya in Brahma as a Jagat Karana, Sankhya Smriti gets the defect of becoming useless. It should not happen so. Therefore, what you do, you restrict the purview, the function or the subject matter of Vedas only to Dharma. Leave aside the Jagat Karana aspect. Means Tattvajnana aspect you leave aside and leave it for whom? Sankhya. In that case, what will happen? Vedas also will be useful. Sankhya Smriti also will be useful. If you don't do that, Sankhya Smriti will be useless. That's all. This is the Purapaksha. Pratyaksha Smriti Moolabhi. See, these old arguments can be turned against him. What he says, Sankhya Smriti will be useless, therefore Veda should be restricted to Dharma. Sir, if we accept that, Manusmriti etc. will be useless. And Manusmriti etc. based on Vedas. Your Smriti is not based on Vedas. Then how come? Same defect comes here. How can you throw Manusmriti on the contrary? Your Smriti can be thrown away. Why? It has no basis. Where this has got the Shruti basis. So therefore your argument is flawless or defective itself because it brings other greater problem and which have got more validity as well. Say, Pratyaksha Shruti Moolabhi. Pratyaksha Shruti Moolabhi means by what are those? Manuadi Smriti. By Manusmriti etc. which have got the direct basis of Shruti or which have the basis of direct Shruti. Pratyaksha Shruti. Pratyaksha Shruti means direct Shruti. Manu Adi, number of them are there. Manu is famous, but number of them are there. These Smritis which have got basis in direct Shruti, based on Shruti, what will happen? They speak of Brahma and Jagat Karana. Then if you that, they will be useless. So that will say, Smriti be Smriti, therefore Smriti be Amula Kapi be Smriti. Amula, baseless, which is not based in the Shruti. Kapi Shruti means what? Kapila Smriti. Smriti, so not Shruti, Smriti. Kapili Smriti. So that is the Smriti of Kapila Muni is a Badhya, should be what? Negated, should be refuted, should be. So Anaya, see that, therefore Tataha, therefore Anaya means Sankhya Smritya Vedasya, and then Anaya means Sankhya Smritya Vedasya Sankochaha na. Sankhya Smritya Sankochaha na. I hope you understood. Yes. All his argument is Sankhya Smriti will be useless, redundant. Therefore what? Don't speak of Brahma as Jagat Karana. You confine only to Dharma, then both will be useful. स्मृत्यनवकाश दोष प्रसंगः
स्मृत्यनवकाशदोषप्रसङ्गः
इति चेत्
इति चेत्
न
न
अन्यस्मृत्यनवकाश दोष प्रसंगः
अन्यस्मृत्यनवकाशदोषप्रसङ्गः
भाष्यकार first give the sambandha relation between chapter 1 and chapter 2. The top subject matter of chapter 2 is what is established in chapter 1. So in nutshell, what was taught in chapter 1 was taught, then what is going to be the subject matter of second chapter was also explained, that is enumerated by Bhashyakara. He said, Idanim Swapakshi, line 5, line 4, continuing, Idanim Swapakshe Stuti Jnaya Virodha Parihara. First, in the first pada, Ratnaprabha elaborates it more. In first pada, the Virodha Parihara, contradiction with other Srutis is that this Vedanta Siddhanta doesn't contradict the other Srutis in the sense, see, look, something is correct, something is wrong. Is it going to be the same thing? Is it not whatever that is correct is opposed to wrong things? Yes or no? Huh? Like that, if these Shruti people are telling something wrong, you can't say it contradicts with the correct thing. That is what is going to be told now. Not that Vedanta speaks the same thing as these Shrutis. No. Parihara means when it has got a validity and this contradicts, then contradiction there. But that is wrong, Bhranti Mula, that is erroneous, it has no basis, and you can't say contradiction. Very interesting arguments are coming from Purva Paksha. I think more than interesting, funny arguments. But there are reasons why that Purva Paksha has come. Bhashyakara says that type of thinking is there and therefore the Purva Paksha. Otherwise, the Purva Paksha seems to be very funny as well. So that is, let us say, but such thinking is available, we will come to that. So that is Smriti Nyaya Virodha Parihara. Then, Pradhanadivadis are full of tarka bhasa. They have no basis of real tarka, just appear a semblance of tarka. The drawbacks in them will be pointed out in the second pada, tarka pada, first pada, smriti pada. Then, in Veda, third and fourth padas will be dedicated to remove some seeming inconsistency in Srishti Vakyas, Jiva Vakyas and Sukh Sharira Vakyas. Their number, the order, etc. There is no contradiction, there is no virodha. But if you don't inquire into that, it appears there is some virodha is there, that will be sorted out as such. Take the Ratnaprabha. Yes. Itaresham cha anupalabdhe. See, your pradhana is karanama, and that pradhana gets modified in terms of mahat, ahankara and panchamahabhutas, etc. Now this fact has no pramana either in Shruti or in Loka. It may not be found in the Shruti, but at least we find somewhere in the world. So that, no. Itaresham means those which are Sankhya Smriti Prasiddha. What are those? Mahadadi Tattva, Mahat, Ahankara, Panchamahabhutadi Tattva. So Itaresham means Mahadadi Tattvana, Mahat, Ahankara, Panchamahabhutas, these are basic, which are famous in Sankhya Smriti. Anupalabdehe cha. Anupalabde means non-availability. Where? Loke Vede cha. Either in the world you don't find this Mahat Ahankar. See, look, Mahat, Ahankara, etc. as propounded by Sankhya, Mahata, Paramavektam, Kathopanishad says, although you can't see. So that we have yesterday we have seen as not that we have seen. So they say, so that is, Loke Vedecha Anupalabdhe, non-availability. Therefore, Sankhya Smriti becoming useless is not a defect. Is not a, because it is wrong, and whatever that is wrong is useless only also. So that is